Okay, we can see the two waistband pieces. They're not the best shapes. If this is opened up, we're going to have a real sort of V shape here at the back. We don't want that. We've got a bit of a bump here and here, and the same on the front. So let's fix those little features up. First thing we'll do is go to modify point, and we're going to change these 2 points here. So clicking outside of them, dragging and selecting both of them, and while I'm in cursor you can see that that's going to move, and I've also got a little page next to my cursor, so I'm going to choose horizontal. That will make it stay at the same level, and I'm going to just move it so that it looks like I've got a 90-degree angle here, and I'm just going to use my eye to judge that. So we'll say that's 90 degrees there. We can check it. We can go to verify and choose angle. Choose that line and that line. 89.22. That's close enough for me. It's going to give it a nice smooth shape rather than the point that we had. And both the ends have moved together, so it means that the width is going to remain the same. So back to modify, and this time I'm going to use smooth line. So I'm going to select the line I want to smooth. Whoop. Select the line. Oh, okay, so select the points that I want to move first, and just move those like that to restrict the area. Once I've got it moved the amount that I want, I can left click and then right click to go OK. We'll do it again on the other side. So selecting the point, moving the pins, and I'm moving those by left clicking on it and then dragging with my mouse. Right click. Oh, that's just a little bit too far. That's a much better shape. When I open that up, it should be a lot better at the centre back too. So, yeah, much better. And back to folding it. So we'll smooth out the edges of this one as well by going to modify, smooth line, select the point, reposition the pins to define where we want to move that. And the same on the other side. Don't have to get out of the function. It's just a habit I've got of right clicking. Just taking the edge off that. Much better. Okay, so that's the back and the front, but as I said earlier, we're going to have an extension here. So I've got one front that will fit, the waistband will fit the front. I need to make a copy of it, flip it and add an extra amount. So we'll do that under modify, flip, realign the grain line. Oops, forgot to make a copy. That's all right, we can do that. Create, copy, and we will go back and flip that one back to the way it was and realign it to the way it was. All right, so we've got a left and a right, but on my left side I need to have the extension for my button fly extension. So the fly extension will be 3.5 wide, I believe. Let me just check what we've got on our notes. Yep, 3.5 wide. So we'll add our extension on this edge here. Can do that by going create, offset even, making sure that we replace the line this time, and clicking on here, start the movement, double click with my mouse buttons, and then place 3.5 as the amount that I want it to grow. Okay, and then one last little bit is, well, I'll put a notch back at that original position. So distance from point is negative 3.5, and okay. All right, so we've got a left front, a right front, and a back front waistband, back waistband. So I'm just going to make sure that I've saved these correctly. So I'll go File, Save As, and this one will be CC front, left front, L F R W B. And we should put the style number in too, 8220. Save this piece, CC 8220, and that's the right front waistband. And this one is back waistband. That's already named correctly, so I'll just save it. Okay, for the next section, we'll go on to make our fly and fly extension.